When you hear the phrase a successful life, what kind of person comes to mind? Someone with a big house, a fancy car, and a powerful title? Or someone who ends each day with quiet peace and gratitude? The word success has a strange power. It keeps us chasing, thirsty, restless. We all long to achieve it, and even at the end of our lives, we want to be remembered as successful people. But what if we've been chasing the wrong kind of success? What does success truly mean for a Christian? The world measures success by money, fame, and social status. A bigger house, a better car, a higher position. That's what the world calls success. But Christian success is different. It isn't about applause or recognition. It's about living a life approved by God. It's not a light that shines for a moment and fades, but a light that never goes out. Think about the life of the Virgin Mary. By the world's standards, her life looked ordinary, even poor. A humble girl from Nazareth, married to a carpenter named Joseph, and her only son died on a cross. To human eyes, it seemed like failure and tragedy, but to God's eyes, it was victory. Mary gave her life completely to God's will, and through her obedience, she became part of the very heart of human salvation. Now she lives in eternal joy beside her son, still bringing his love and peace into the world. She was poor, yet richer than anyone. Silent, yet her life shines brighter than any earthly success. The same is true for the disciples of Jesus. They had nothing. They left everything behind to preach the gospel, and most of them died as martyrs. The world saw them as failures, but their hearts were filled with a joy the world could never give. They found meaning not in wealth or safety, but in being able to give their lives for Christ. Their names aren't written in history books, but in the book of life. Of course, being a Christian doesn't mean pretending life is easy. We still worry about our needs and face struggles every day. But when Christ is at the center of our lives, we experience a peace that the world cannot give. We learn to stay humble in success and hopeful in hardship. We learn to be grateful always. That's the secret of true success, the kind that only God can give. In the end, true Christian success means living in Christ. When we follow His will and fill each day with love, we are already living a successful life. And Jesus Himself said, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and thieves break in and steal. But store up treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Matthew 6:19-21. And His beloved disciple John reminded us, "The world and its desires pass away, but whoever does the will of God lives forever." 1 John 2:17. True success, then, is not about chasing what fades away, but holding on to what will never perish: love, faith, and truth. To live each day with Christ at the center, to build treasures in heaven. That is the greatest success a person can ever achieve. Are we living today as people on the path to true success? If we truly understand this, then even if we own little and achieve little, we will no longer feel anxious or restless about the world's idea of success, because when our hearts rest in Jesus, we already possess the peace that no success on earth can give.